Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Dominion Gaming TV. My name is Wolf, and I am bringing to you another Starcraft 2 cast. You may be wondering what this is and why I'm casting this game. Well, this is a part of the HSL, which was a tournament which I was casting quite some time ago, about 4 months, I think. And but at the time my hard drive died, and I thought I had lost these replays with it. It seems that I put the files, the replays, onto my external, and I recently found them. So without further ado, I bring to you the High School Starcraft League Finals. Spawning in the top right hand side on Cloud Kingdom for Melbourne High School, it is Untitled. And spawning in the bottom left hand side for Marauder Pineapple High School, aka the Merc team, is going to be VBPotthead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the High School Starcraft League semi-finals. Hope you enjoy. So first off, I just wanted to quickly say that I'm coming back to casting now, and I've wanted to do this for some time. I just haven't really been able to. I just haven't really had the passion to do it. But in recent times, I've been playing a lot of League of Legends. Let's just say I've been playing a lot of League of Legends and leave it at that, because it's true, and I've been really enjoying playing League of Legends, but I wanted to get back into Starcraft 2. Oh wow, it's like the rock there. And it seems that I just I don't know, I'm not enjoying League of Legends as much as I was, and so I decided that I'm just going to get back into Starcraft 2, and I tried to play, but I can't, my skill, like, all my mechanics are completely wrong, so I cannot do a thing, so that's pretty annoying. So I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to come back to casting, and I found these replays, so I'm really happy with that. So yeah, let's quickly see what's happening in the game. It turns out that that Untitled went hatch first into spawning pool on 16. The bunker is going down here for Pothead. He's probably going to be doing some sort of marine sort of no pressure. No, he isn't. This marine won't be able to get out over there across in time. It's probably just pulling the drones because he knows that he's just pulling the drones and realizes that he's got to take those drones back up to back up to his main, because it won't end anyway. So the bunker will be cancelled. He's just going to go back to mining and start mining in his natural. Now it was a 1 racks expand here for Pothead, putting down the second command center after orbital, then putting up the bunker just for that extra protection. The natural is now up. I would expect Pothead to cancel that bunker sometime soon. Gas is now up for Untitled, just transferring those drones. That's just a very basic sort of play right now, getting queens and some lings just to help deal with that, force the cancel on the bunker, and it can't be healed again, finished or whatever, and attacked. So Marine's about to go into the bunker and do some epic shit like that. Now the command center is almost complete. I wouldn't be surprised here if the Zerg went and took another base, but it turns out looks like he's just gonna try and defend here at this base, putting up a spine crawler for that defense with any sort of pressure. Now this Overlord over here just poking in, checking out the gas timings. Did just actually end up missing the fact that oh no, he saw that, so that's cool. Turning into an orbital command right now. Over in the natural, metabolic boost is on the way, as well as the second queen just finishing up here for Untitled at his natural. Now 2 barracks are being added on top of that, so just very standard play from here right now from each players. So if we look at the income, it turns out that the Zerg has a better income simply because he has more harvesters than the Terran does. So then again, the mules are actually compensating for that quite well. The mules are mining quite sufficiently and keeping them level in the mineral count, and now very even in the gas count as well, so if not mining more. So those mules are very handy. Now just droning up the Marines over here just to take out the Overlord. Now that's 4 barracks now with no add-ons yet, so I wonder what he's going to be doing. That's a tech lab. another barracks. He's going to be getting some reactors onto these, more tech labs, put on some Marauder pressure. Probably going to be going up to medevacs as soon as possible. That's about it. Now, Evo chamber about to be going down for the Zerg. And going up into Lair at the main base. No sign of he's going to be going roaches, so he's just macroing up. I feel that he going another base if he just wants to macro up. And then again, he could be going some sort of 2-base timing. Now, actually, a second evolution chamber coming in, so it could be a double upgrade timing that he is trying to look for here. But no such aggression, no such thing as aggression exists in this game. Whole buttload of Marines going to be getting that combat shield first over stim, which is, it's considered better to get the stim, but I guess he wants to be getting the combat shield just to last longer. Going to be clearing out the watchtowers. These Marines will. Now the third will be taken, and just going to be macroing up from each side. Now a tech lab is being added onto this factory. What is he going to be doing with that? He's going to be going siege tank into siege tanks before medevac. I guess it is viable. Yeah, siege tank medevac or marine siege tank medevac is a very standard sort of play versus a Zerg. +1/+1 is on the way for our Zerg buddy over here in the top right hand side, as well as a lot of lings here. Maybe going to be putting on some pressure. Cleared out those Marines which went to clear out the watchtowers, but it just didn't work. Now this Overlord sees absolutely everything that's happening here. It's got a bunker, he's got a gas coming up. And what information does our Terran player have? Well, he just scanned to find out the infestation pit and that there's Lair, but he doesn't exactly know if he has a third or anything like that. Now these Marines and tank will be pushing out here. Siege mode will be finished halfway, or will be finished when he gets across there. It seems pathogen glands is about halfway complete, so a bunch of infestors will be able to help him out with this. And the infestors should be do very well against these a big bunch of Marines like this. Just going to be moving up together like this. The Zerg has no clue that this is coming. Apparently, he's actually going to be moving out at this stage. Doesn't actually realize that the attack is coming in. He now sees it. He's going to be sending over the lings over here. The third will end up dying for Untitled, but those lings are just going to go for a counter attack right here, and this is going to be going into the base, and then they might end up killing these Marines. I don't know, but the third was just taken. The siege mode is now about to be complete. He's not set up yet, but the lings are actually going to survive and kill all his Marines and siege tank. He's going to have free reign over those SCVs here. Pothead either has to push in and attack now and put on some pressure, or back up and lose his attack. Now all of these SCVs are just going to die here, and there's nothing he can do about it. His economy is hurt. He's feeling desperate. He's going to be moving in here, taking out the spine crawler. All the lings are coming in here. If they get a good surround, they're going to be really devastating. Actually, now the lings are coming back here. The Marines are putting on more pressure as the siege tank is going to be moving up to put on some more pressure. If the infestor and all the lings come in right now, that would be a crucial timing. And all the lings come in. He's going to get a complete surround onto the tank and a massive fungal over the Marines, and they're all just going to melt. All the Marines are just dying. All the lings are still alive. And what does Pothead have? He has 6 Marines, 2 tanks, and it's just, I don't see what he can do here. He just lost everything, and now +2 armor is on the way for those links. The third base is going to be taken again. All these links are going to be streaming down the map. Check for a third, and they're going to be pushing into the natural. He's got like next to no SCVs. He's got 34 SCVs to the 43 of the drones. Now these lings is going to be coming in here. Got shot by the siege tank, but this is just absolutely crazy. A 4th base now being taken by Untitled, and it's just going to be macroing up. He got a massive advantage, and he's just going to be taking it, getting more infestors, getting a macro hatch as well. Yes, that's what it is, and probably taking to infestor broodlord sometime in the near future. Now the third base is almost complete. This Overlord still sees what's happening over here, but what does Untitled know about his enemy's base? Well, you know he has siege tanks, so it doesn't really matter. The third base is actually complete, and now it's probably just going to be taking up to get the armory, get the upgrades going for his army. He's got the +1 weapons. He should be getting +1 armor as well. The armory just to get the needed upgrades for his marines and his tanks, of course. Now his 4th is now complete, and we'll be transferring some drones over there, I would assume, and spreading the creep spread over there. That's one thing I noticed, that his creep spread his creep spread hasn't been that much of a thing. Wow, speak Jesse. Now the infestors, zerglings, all being clumped up with the box, and just going to be moving out over towards the 3rd, maybe anticipating attack but not realizing actually what his enemy has. He could probably go in there and do a lot of damage right now, but decided just to drone up, and as the better idea. Now 58 drones are now complete for the Zerg player, and 47 SCVs, +2 attack for the Marines, and +1. The +2 armor and attack for Zerg melee and armor is now complete. Hive is on the way over in the main base. It is actually almost complete. I almost expected to have a spire down by now, but it turns out that is not the case, to go for that Broodlord Infestor composition, which we all know and love these days on ladder. Now the main base is nearly mined out, hence why all the drones are everywhere else. Actually, opting for a Ultralisk Cavern. Now this is actually a pretty good move here, simply because the Marines just don't have enough DPS to take on the Ultralisk. He needs to get a bunch of Marauders into this mix to be able to deal with it, or a bunch of Banshees actually work in this situation, but he's not going mech, and he's only just getting his Starport now. And even if he gets a buttload of medevacs to heal every single one of these Marines, he's not doing it cost efficiently, and these Zerglings are just going to be moving out, doing so much damage. Now the 3rd base has been taken for Pothead, and just going to be muling down on there, but what he really needs is the gas so that he can start doing some damage. But a whole load of Zerglings over here going to be moving in, going on to the attack over here onto the 3rd base. He just goes in and there's nothing defending it. All these SCVs are now dead, and there's just nothing he can do. He could probably kill the command center, and he isn't going to. Actually, he might. No, he decides to back away. The lifting up of the command center is just a tad too late. The siege tanks were enough to force him away. Now 3-3 is on the way, and chitinous plating for those Ultralisks. Those Ultralisks are going to be very scary with 5 armor. When they pop out, it's going to be a whole load of hurt, and it's going to be coming down onto VBPotthead unless he can do something here. 4 Ultralisks are now on the way. The creep spread has now begun, and it's quite sufficient, the creep spread, I must say. Now the Terran here, Pothead, doesn't exactly know what to do right now. He's just trying to rebuild all his SCVs and get as much money as he can and as many forces, but he doesn't really have the production to do so. He doesn't even have a reactor on these two, on the reactor or bloody tech lab on either of these two things, just to be able to do that. Now +2 armor is on the way. Probably should be getting the +3 sometime in the near future. Look at all these infestors. He's got so many infestors. In fact, he's got 10 infestors, almost full energy. That's crazy. And how many? 4 ultras. Wow, this is just crazy. Scan does go down in the main. Does he see the Ultralisk Cavern though? No, he does not. So he will not be expecting this. Now, Untitled doing the whole when your head get more ahead thing, and realizes that Pothead just has to stay in his base. Now, Pothead probably going to be going for a drop sometime here, and the hatchery is going down in each corner of the map, but this Overlord is just going to spot this drop before it even happens, and just does. Untitled is just going to be so prepared. Now, taking another hatchery. This is just going to be mayhem for Pothead unless he can do some sort of decisive blow. But he can't even really do that. He doesn't really have the minerals to be able to do it. He's just so many lings, like Untitled. If he loses his entire army, he could just easily get the he could just easily flood with Marines. Now all these Ultras and Lings are going to be going down here at the 3rd, while Pothead moves out towards the top, and he's just going to see what he's up against, and it's just going to be so much pain. And he realizes, oh crap, he's made a bad move, just losing all these SCVs, losing the 3rd. And what can Pothead do at this stage? This is just going to steamroll through. The only thing that he has right now is the siege tank, and now he's going to move back, and he's going to have a bad concave to try and deal with this. These siege tanks are just going to move out of the way and not be able to do anything. These Marines are going to be putting on as much hurt as possible, but the oh wow, the infested is burrowing down and trying to stay out of the way. The siege tanks get a massive volley off on the siege tanks, but a massive load of fungals on all the Marines. All the Marines are just going to die, even though all of the most of the Ultralists just did die. But GG was called, and VBPotthead loses first game of this best of 3 series. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.